We're looking at a direct method illustration here. So we have two departments, facility services and general administration, and the cost drivers for facility services is square feet. For general administration, it is dollar in revenue. So we are looking at the direct method. It is the same thing that is on the slides. The projected revenue by patient services department is calculated first. So primary care revenue is 22 million and the revenue by ICU is 5 million. So the total revenue is addition of these two, which is 27 million. The projected cost for all departments also needs to be calculated. So the patient services department direct cost is for primary care it is 8.3 million and for ICU it is 3.3 million. So the total direct cost for patient services department is right here, 11.6 million. The cost for support departments, so facility services is 8.6 million and for general administration it is 5.25 million. So the total cost for support departments is 13.8 million. So the total cost for all the patient services and support departments is this number 11.6 plus 13.8, which gives you 25.4 million. Now to get the overall profit, you subtract the total revenue minus total cost to get this number. So total revenue right here minus total cost gives you the projected overall profit. Now we have some patient services department data. For primary care, the square footage is 261,000 and the revenue is coming from here, which is already here, so 22 million. ICU has square footage of 39,600 and the revenue of 5 million, which is also given on the top, so it's same thing here. So the total square footage is 300,600 square footage for patient services department, and the revenue is the same as the total revenue we got before. To get the allocation rate for facility services, you will divide direct cost of facility services by total square footage of patient services department. So direct cost of facility services is right here, divided by the total square footage of patient services department right here. So that gives you the allocation rate for facility services. And for general administration, direct cost of general administration, which is right here, divided by the total revenue from patient services, which is right here, and that gives you the allocation rate for general administration. Now to get the allocation amounts, if you remember, we multiply the allocation rate with square footages. So this allocation rate going from facility services to primary care and to ICU, right? So this is from facilities services to primary care is the allocation rate multiplied by the allocation rate multiplied by the square footage in primary care. So allocation rate multiplied by the square footage in primary care gives you the allocation amount from facility services to primary care. Facility services allocation rate multiplied by the square footage in ICU gives you this allocation amount, which is the allocation amount to ICU. The allocation amount from general administration to primary care is the allocation rate for general administration multiplied by the revenue in primary care, and that gives you the allocation amount from general administration to primary care. And then from general administration to ICU is the multiplication of the rate for general administration multiplied by the revenue in ICU.